Hello learners, you are welcome to First Step, a preferred channel for learners to pick up information about management in commerce topics, direct, crisp and to the point. If you like these presentations, please subscribe to my channel, press bell icon for all videos so that you in future whatever videos are uploaded you will get to know. Today we are going to talk about the starting point of the business enterprise, and that is business idea. Let us define and understand idea in complete in this presentation. It may be a little longer, but you will be able to grasp entire thing about the idea, what idea is, how the idea is formed, who are the participants in ideas, and what are the steps to make idea, and how to conclude the idea. Select the different idea for your business, the best idea. A business idea is a concept that can be used for financial gain. In fact, this is the starting point of business, and businesses are done for gain and profit only. It is usually concerned on a product or service that can be offered for money. The idea is the base of pyramid when it comes to the business as a whole. The characteristics of a promising idea amongst the different thoughts, different ideas which comes to any individual, the characteristics of from promising business ideas are four. First is it has to be innovative, something creativity would be there, something like what people would have not done earlier, what people would not have thought of doing earlier. Second, it has to be unique, it has to be a differentiating idea amongst the prevalent ideas or persisting ideas. It has to be something extra doing, something new doing. It has to be unique. Then idea is always expected to be problem solving. Then idea has to be profitable. It has to come with a proposition of profit earning. Then most of the time the idea is often linked to its creator who needs to be identified with the business. The value proposition of idea is the significant part of the idea to launch to the market, and idea should establish a competitive advantage. I have another presentation of competitive advantage. The concepts of competitive advantage can be learned from there. Please go into my channel. The ideas are required to every great business. Without idea, business cannot be done, it cannot be started, cannot be operated. And there may, whenever necessity, another idea comes to bring in changes in the original ideas and bring in the improvements there to best fit. They are the reasons for enterprise to come into existence. Idea always comes from thinking, from your thinking of something other than people really want or need for a new product, or for existing product also, how the processes can be improved upon, how it can be differentiated. Perhaps through the question should be more explicit and ask, where do the idea come from and how do you know they are good? Second, how do you know it to be a good idea for business? It is the power of your idea that will ultimately attract interest from shareholders, customers and users to play their role in your business and existence. So idea, it is important for understanding where the idea come from, where the good idea comes from. The idea may come from the internal sources and external sources of your business. Internal sources may be your research and development continuously. Companies are making a lot of investments, or at the beginning also one can carry out a lot of research and development activities so that the best possible product, best possible things can be developed. And how it can be developed, what are the ingredients, and where will you source it from. All these are the part of research, R&D. Then idea come from employees. The employee can bring in lot many idea. They can suggest the current practices in business, and they can suggest the future requirements. Idea can also come from IT or engineering departments. Idea can come from shelf, which you were not doing earlier. Now it is being done. Idea can come from complaint system, the feedback from the customer existing, or for your company, for other companies also, so that you can develop a solution to the complaints. Then idea can come from customer service. Idea can come from sales force also. So these are the internal sources. Then external sources of idea could be customers, who will give you continuous improvement requirements, the habit changes. Then distributors or partner, the channel partner also can give you some ideas for doing the business and processes to better for themselves and for the customers, because they are the indirect touch with the customers. Then competitor analysis can give you some idea of business, how they are doing, what they are doing, how can you bring in investment. Ideas can emerge from exhibitions, where you get many entrepreneurs like you to get the business, to get the product into the market. So you get lot of idea from exhibitions. Then publications, lot of the books and journals also give some idea. Magazines also give some idea. Then university and institutions also come up with different ideas of doing businesses. The external sources of idea further elaborated, they generate entrepreneurs from informal and external. Formal sources of ideas can be categorized for external sources. Informal, maybe the family, friends and colleagues. Then newspaper, magazine, books, journal, catalogs, and internet could be the informal form of idea for any business. Then formal sources could be the bank, the government agencies, EDPs, electronic data processings, institutions. Then business consultant, trade meets and exhibitions. That could be the formal, where you'll get the documentary evidences of ideas prevalent. The sources of idea, this diagram, you can collect idea from observation. You can identify a problem and generate an idea as a solution. You can get the gap by observation, by understanding, by analysis of situation, by the product analysis, by market analysis. You can get lot of gaps and you can create a solution for the idea. Then you can get idea from help of somebody who need the or the want the product. So you can get it as a help. You can, while providing the help, also you get idea. Then perhaps preparing for something others cannot do, and that is the idea, where you'll always look hunting for something doing good, something better for the society, and then you get the idea. Once you get the idea from different sources and you document it, then it is the question of rating the idea, which idea to select, and for that you go for viability study. Then viability study is an important investigation of profitability of business idea to be converted into business enterprise. Here the enterprise selection comes, the idea selection for conducting the business and creating an enterprise comes. So there are 3 reports forwarded in the at the end of this particular viability study. First report is feasibility report, second report is recommendation report, and third report is evaluation report. I will be discussing about feasibility report. Feasibility report is, let us understand in 3 points. First, it is prepared after study of the situation. For example, a problem or opportunity, and then a plan for doing something about it. Then second point, determine whether that plan is feasible. Project involved determining whether it is technologically possible to achieve and whether it is practical in current technological, economic and social environment. Third part of feasibility report is the feasibility report does not provide a simple yes or no answer. It only talks of the analysis of situation and making of a decision. This study is the most important especially to people who plan to start their own business. Without feasibility study, one should not get into the business, because the viability and feasibility are very important thing for the survival of business and its existence. Then the second report is the recommendation report, which answers two basic questions: which options should we choose, or which are the best options. It examines either a stated need or a selection of choices, or some cases both. The report is a collection of analysis and evaluation of situation, and generally will examine the strengths and weaknesses, opportunities and threat of the situation. SWOT analysis. Take them into account and be combined with the feasibility report in order to give a recommendation. Sometimes a recommendation can be given to do nothing because the idea does not seem to be good. So there is nothing wrong about it if it is said not to be done. It is options. If all options are possible, currently possible, would be ineffective, the negative report can be also submitted. Then the third report and final report is evaluation report, which provides an opinion or judgment rather than that it is based on the above two report along with the additional data available. It provides a studied opinion on the value of worth of something. This type of report compares the object of the analysis to a set of requirements, criteria, and determines how well it meets those requirements. Generally, the evaluation report will feature an overall recommendation on the course of action to be taken. Thus, the idea can be created, different sources it has been talked, and the report which can be prepared, which has to be prepared at the end of the idea analysis, also has been discussed in this presentation. Hope this is going to help the entrepreneurs to set up their business.